Hello, fellow Rosarians. Thank you for joining me. My roses are just finishing their first flush and they're looking so pretty. And this week we got our on-time arrival from the Japanese beetles. So as I'm going out each morning, I am taking those Japanese beetles and putting them in soapy water. I also do it in the afternoon, so twice a day. I'm checking right now. I anticipate that while we're on vacation, the roses are just going to be absolutely devoured. And it makes me feel better to know that I am taking off all of the blooms to give less of a draw to all the Japanese beetles here at my property, because I figure it's like if I were to picture all of the bugs swarming my property, I must have a huge target on our property with over 600 roses in bloom. So the plan for today is that I'm going to take off everything, buds, and blooms will be coming off. I'm going to leave the Nepeta and the daylilies, and as the Japanese beetles are getting desperate, if they want to nibble on those, that's fine. But I just want to save my roses for now. So what I've got out here today is I've got my basket to go ahead and start gathering. I anticipate that I'm going to be making lots of trips. I've got my clippers. I've got spray to go ahead and spray it so I don't have to have my pail out here. So I'm just going to go ahead and spray real easy both sides of my shears in between each of the shrubs. And let's go inside. And I want to go ahead and put together some vases using some of the things from the yard, especially that Nepeta. I think it's going to look beautiful. So I'm sure that I'm going to be taking lots of trips into the house, getting these roses set in water before I can build the vases for you, because I'd really love to share them with you and not the Japanese beetles. So let's go ahead and get started and let me show you some pretty vases. It's a windy day today, and the water is rough, and it's been raining, and so that would have taken down some of the blooms anyways. But it's a little sad when I look at this side now and I don't see any blooms. I did save the Nepeta, of course, so the pollinators can have fun with that while I'm gone. There's some salvia, and I think down at the hill I still have daylilies. Let's walk down here. Yeah, I still have a ton of daylilies down here, and if you look down at the pier, I do still have my pots down there that I'm going to work on after it's not so rough so I don't fall into the water. Okay. I have been working on this for a couple of hours, and I definitely need to up my game when it comes to arranging flowers. But let's get in here and take a look real quick. I don't remember the varieties. When I first started cutting, we had so many roses out there and I was marking them, and then I just said, you know what? Let's just go ahead and get these into the arrangement. So I definitely used the Nepeta from the yard. You can see that here. Little buds look so pretty in an arrangement. I know that I've got Fun in the Sun, Lady of Shalott. I'm thinking Jude in here also. And so I just grabbed what I could from the yard and put together this pretty little arrangement. And it's just in a simple glass, drinking glass. And so then I have this little cutie, and you can see that it's in a tea cup. And I love all the little tiny buds. They remind me of a corsage bud. They're just so sweet and cute. But then I've got some whites in there, yellow, and of course I had one sprig of Nepeta left, and I threw that in there. And then over here, I love the I really like the pop of red with the white and the apricots. Again, there's Nepeta. And then with this one here, I was really trying to pull out the colors in the birds and the pink. And the problem with this one is if you look at the overall shape, the width, picture like peony size flowers. You really want big flowers that are hanging all around it. I just didn't have any large ones, but I wanted to show you what it looks like. So, you know, when we get our next flush, I'm going to try this again with much larger blooms. But I think all of these other ones here are in perspective concerning size versus the vessel that you're using. So I hope that that gives you some ideas of what you either like or you don't like, and you'll try it on your own. But it definitely takes a little bit of practice and time to throw it into the vase, especially if you're like me and you're a little bit of a control freak about how everything looks. So let me go ahead and pop up the recipe here that you're going to use to create your water solution. This came from, I believe, our good friend Martha Stewart. So thanks so much, everybody, and good luck making your own flower arrangements. I'll see you in the next one.